Shalom, all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, the bonus elect apostles, bishops, elders at Great Millstone of Ruel, Shalom to elect Akia, doing this work in sincerity and truth and not for vainglory in season, out of season. Yeah, I just want to bring a couple of quick scriptures on this. You have in certain other camps, they call themselves Israelites, and they believe that, we are not to deal with the heathen women. Okay. When I say the heathen women, I'm talking about so-called white women, Arab women, Chinese women, so-called African women, so forth. The heathen women, we don't only deal with the Israelite woman, okay, which is you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women, okay. That's not scriptural, okay, and it's not going to be so in the kingdom of heaven, okay, because Israelite men are going to have sex with the other heathen women of the heathen nations, okay. So let's just go right here to Numbers 31:1, okay. Numbers 31st chapter in the first verse. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, again, the children of Israel, of the Midianites, afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people. Okay, so you have the Midianites, which would be, one of the heathen nations. And Moses spake unto the people, saying, arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites and avenge Yahweh of Midian. Okay, so, it's the same thing that's going to be in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. It was back then during the time of Moses, and it's going to be in the kingdom. We're going to arm ourselves to war against these heathen nations. Okay. The scriptures say there's going to be no more war. Okay. But what I mean is that we're going to have these heathen nations and we're going to bring judgment upon them. Okay. All right. So let's go to it right quick. Let's go to Psalms. I think it's Psalms 149, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Psalms 149. All right. Yeah, Psalms 149:6. Okay. Yeah, Brother Salakia. So Satan. Or whatever. All right. Psalms 149:6. It says, let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, which is the heathen nations, you Arabs, so-called Africans, you Polynesians, East Indians, Chinese, Japanese, so forth, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. So that's what's going to happen. So, we're going to war against them as far as them being servants under Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and unto the elect, and under all Israel, which are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's not going to be like a tumult. Okay. All right. It's not going to be like a tumult, which means war and commotion, but with these heathen nations, but we're going to have them, under our foot, and we're going to literally have a two-edged sword in our hand, and we really going to use it. Okay. We're going to use it, man. There's going to be no nation that's going to rise up against the nation Israel like they did back in the ancient world. So that's what I mean as far as war like that. But we're going to be on war on them. We're going to have that war mentality against the other heathen nations. Okay. Like we read right here in the scriptures. Okay. All right. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. So that's the spirit that we're going to be in. Okay, the earth is going to be quiet. The earth is going to have no more war, but we're going to be in that warlike spirit against these heathen nations, man. Okay, with a two-edged sword in our hand, a literal two-edged sword. Okay, made out of, steel or iron or whatever the case may be. All right, so let's go back to Numbers 31 and 18. All right. Numbers 31 and 18. Okay. Well, let's start at 1. And Yahweh, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Avenge the children of Israel on the Midianites, which is heathen nations, after which shalt thou be gathered unto thy people. And Moses spake unto the people, saying, Arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge Yahweh, the Lord of Midian. Okay. And here's where as you read down, here's where the Israelites took the women of the heathen nations to be their concubines, okay, to be their sex slaves. All right. It says, of every tribe, let me see. Right. Of every tribe, 1,000 throughout all the tribes of Israel shall ye send to the war. Of every tribe, 1,000 throughout all of the tribes of Israel shall ye send to the war. So there were delivered out of the 1,000 of Israel, 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe, them and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the priest, to the war, with the holy instruments and the trumpets to blow in his hand. And they warred against the Midianites of Yahweh. And they warred against the Midianites as Yahweh commanded them. And they warred against the Midianites as the Lord Yahweh commanded Moses, and they slew all the males. Okay, so all the males were slain. So what does that leave? Women. okay, and children. And they slew the kings of Midian beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi and Rechem and Zur and Hur and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also the son of Beor they slew with the sword. And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle and all their flock and all their goods. So, the children of Israel, which would be the sons of Israel, the men took the women and the children captives of Midian. Okay. So what are they going to do to these women? We're going to read down. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire. Okay. And they took all the spoil and all the prey, both of men and of beasts. And they brought the captives and the prey and the spoil unto Moses and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by Jordan near Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the princes of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth, he was angry with the officers of the host, with the captains over thousands and captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, have ye saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Lord Yahweh in the matter of Peor. And there was a plague among the congregation of Yahweh. Okay, so Moses like, yo, man, how the hell you gonna keep these women alive? You kept the women alive? I mean, you killed the men, but damn, you kept the women alive? Hey, well, here's what the Spirit is going to tell Moses, man. The Spirit of Yahweh is going to, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is going to tell Moses. Okay? Now, therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. But all the women children that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. So, these are Midianites, which is a heathen nation, and, he told them to keep the women children alive for themselves. Okay. So, what did they do with these women? They just have them just servants, clean this, wash that, make food here. No, they had sex with them. Okay. Point blank. All right. They had sex with them, man. And that's the point, that's the point, man. And if you can't, look at that as well, none of the Israelite men dealt with the heathen women and had sex with them. No, because there's more scriptures on it, man. there's way more scriptures on this, man. Okay. Why do they keep the women children alive and keep all the male children alive, man? And why did they kill the male children? Okay. All right. Why did they kill all the women that didn't know a man? Okay. Excuse me. Why did they kill the women that lay with a man. Okay? Because you know what the law, statutes, and commandments say, man. We Israelite men are supposed to have virgins, man. Okay? So let's read that again. And Moses said unto them, have ye saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against Yahweh in the matter of Peor, and there was a plague among the congregation of Yahweh. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. So why did they kill the women that lay with men? Okay? Because them women already had men, man. And the Most High didn't want the Israelite man to deal with a woman that already had sex, man. He wanted them women that didn't have sex with a man, man. So sex is involved in here. Of these heathen nations, of these heathen women of the heathen nations, all right? But all the women, children that have not known man by lying with them, having sex, keep alive for yourselves. Okay, so, that's it on that, man. I don't have to go no more into that, okay? But, all right, let's go into the New Testament, because somehow all of a sudden, in the New Testament, as these Christians would say, the laws are done away with, and no, that doesn't apply anymore. You can't use this. You can't use the scriptures to lay with the heathen women of the other nations. The Christians don't want to deal with the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, except for when it comes to the tithes. And you got certain Israelite groups that say you're not supposed to deal with the heathen women. Like, that's not, like, in the kingdom, we're not going to lay with the heathen nations. It's going to be our servants. We're just going to lay with Israelite women. Okay, all right, well, here's what the scriptures say in the New Testament. Now, these are the laws, right? Okay. This is, Numbers, all right? So this is the laws. So let's go to Romans 3:31. And this is, like I'm saying, like the Apostle Tahar said, this is this is basic, in the scriptures, this is basic in the scriptures, but I just wanted to bring this out because, you got General Yohana, saying, and other Israelite groups saying, you ain't supposed to deal with no heathen women and all this old stupidity. But, they're lost in the source. All right. Okay. See if I can. All right, cool. So now this is dealing with the circumcision. All right. But the circumcision is a part of the laws, right? That's in the Old Testament. Okay. All right. So let's hear what the scriptures say. This is Romans 3:31. Romans 3:31 says, do we then make void the law through faith? No, we don't make void the law through faith. Because we still have to rehearse the righteous acts which are the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, so we don't make void the law. Now, the Passover will come up, and we don't go to the point of going on a farm where they sell lambs and we're checking we're checking to see whether the lambs are males, because, hey, that's the laws. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell you that, you're supposed to get a lamb of the first year without blemish, a male lamb of the first year without blemish. Okay. But we don't do that. We just, we go to the butcher, or whatever, the butcher or whoever has the lamb, we go buy a lamb and we rehearse the righteous acts, which are the laws, such as commandments, and the words being rehearsed. Okay. All right. This is a rehearsal. Okay. Because even if you, even if you go to a farm and, you get a lamb, that's a male, and, of the first year, and you sacrifice them and you roast them in fire, according to the laws of the Passover. Number one, who knows what happened to that lamb under Esau's tender mercies? It would the scripture say the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So, you can't trust that, then the lamb is eating grass or whatever. Now, of course, we know that the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, which is Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, so, the air the lamb is breathing is defiled because Esau, the so-called white man, has chemtrails and, they pumping antibiotics in the lamb and all these animals. And, so, we don't go to that extent, man. Okay. All right. The lamb is still defiled, man. We're breathing in poison, which is defiled. The bottled water we drink is in plastic, which is defiled. So, we rehearse the righteous acts to the best of our ability. You know what I'm saying? So, this is a rehearsal. Okay. It says, do we then make void the law through faith? Because some people say, well, as long as I have faith, I don't have to rehearse none of the righteous acts for the law, statutes, and commandments. And no, we still have to rehearse the righteous acts, man, which are the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. But we know that everything is defiled in this damn place. Okay. So we don't make void the law, man. So in the kingdom, the void is not going to be, in the kingdom, the law is not going to be void, man. The law is going to be in full effect. But just because we have faith now, and then when the elect has the faith to be delivered, and they get delivered through faith, and then we get in the kingdom, the laws are going to be in full effect, baby. Okay? It's not going to be a thing where I have faith, I don't have to do the laws. No, the laws are going to be in full effect. So that goes for dealing with the heathen nations, man. The women of the heathen nation. That goes for them as well, man. Okay? That goes for the heathen women. So Israelite men, when we conquer these nations, okay, and we have the females of that nation, guess what? It's a law on that. All right. They're not going to be able to have another man. We're going to get the ones that never known a man. Okay. And we're going to have sex with them. Okay. So we ain't making void the law, man. So the law is not going to be void from the Old Testament to the New Testament. Like Paul said, concerning the circumcision, do we then make void the law? No. So the laws are going to be in full effect in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay. All right. But we know it's the grace of the blood of Yahweh Shai that we have grace, man. Okay. That we can't do all the law, statutes, and commandments to 100% ability, man. And there's laws that we can't keep, man. You know? All right. Do we then make void the law through faith? Yahweh forbid. Yea, we establish the law. You know, so the law is going to be established, man. It was established in the Old Testament. Okay. Paul said we ain't making void the law through faith. We going to establish it. And the law of the heathen women being an Israelite man's sex slave or concubine is going to be in full effect. Okay? So with that, we've been edified. Shalom.